Hey, what's up everybody? It's William back for another Diecast review, and we've got another Darlington Throwback from Wave 10. This one is one of my favorites. Jamie McMurray's Mac Tonight Chip Ganassi Chevrolet. Another great Darlington Throwback paint scheme this past year in 2016. As soon as I saw this one was going to be in the lineup for NASCAR Authentics in Wave 10, I knew it. I had to get it. Now, as you all know, Jimmy Johnson is my favorite NASCAR driver, and Jamie and Jimmy had their fair share of run-ins in 2016. I will admit, I got a little frustrated with the guy at times, but I've nothing really against him, so it's alright. I forgive you, Jamie. You're alright in my book. I'm just kidding with that. It's just, I thought I'd throw that in there. So here, like I said, Jamie McMurray's 2016 Mac Tonight Chevrolet for Chip Ganassi Racing. Like I said, this was his throwback paint scheme for the Darlington Throwback Raceway week. Darlington Raceway Throwback Weekend. I can't even get my words straight. But this is Jamie's throwback, and a great looking one at that. I love what they went with, the Mac Tonight car. I think the color is great. I don't think my camera is going to really do this car justice, because the coloring on it and the way they did it, it looks so like late 80s, early 90s, just that era throwback, and I love the way it looks. Though I wasn't around to live in it, I still love the way it looks. I think it looks great. You've got the little card there, of course, that came with the Matt Kenseth Tide car that I reviewed previously. And then you've got the Jamie McMurray there, name up on the top with Wave 10. And then we'll flip it around. And you've got the rest of the cars in the Wave. Collect them all. You can see I already reviewed the Kenseth number 20. I hope to get my hands on this Jeffrey Earnhardt 32. I can't find it though. I've only been to Target once since they've had Wave 10, but what was funny is the three ones that I wanted the most was these three right here, because I already had the Jimmy Johnson Darlington Throwback from the Gold Series by Lionel. You can order those online. I ordered that one online months ago, so I already had that one. So the three ones I wanted most were these three, and they had every car from this wave except the Jeffrey Earnhardt number 32 Auto Pops, which, I mean, it's not hard to believe. It's a cool looking car, and I had a feeling it would probably be the most hard to find. So it doesn't shock me, but still, kind of stinks. But anyway, let's get on with Jamie McMurray. I'll open him up, and we'll see how cool this car really is. Alright, and here we have good old Jamie Mac opened up and out of the packaging. And like I said, right off the bat, I think this is a great looking paint scheme. It just really gives me that late 80s, early 90s throwback vibe and feel. I just love it. And, I know it's not the healthiest thing every now and all the time, but McDonald's every once in a while is pretty darn good if you ask me. So, especially, they're McDonald's French fries. How can you go wrong with that, man? Come on. So, first off, I'll go and I'll show you the card here that comes with it. Just like the Matt Kenseth car, we've got, again, we've got the rendering of the Mac Tonight car there on the front with Darlington Raceway up in the top left-hand corner there. Got Chip Ganassi Racing as well as the Jamie McMurray. And on the back, again, we've got that little bio thing that they've got going on with these cars. So we've got Jamie McMurray brings back the Mac. During this year's Bojangles Southern 500 Darlington Raceway, the most popular driver of the 1980s and 1990s, and one of the most popular paint schemes were honored on Jamie McMurray's number 1 Chevrolet SS. Bill Elliott drove the Mac Tonight car in 5 races during the 1997 season, placing as high as 5th at Martinsville Raceway. Okay, so this, I was way off, though this car still gives me that feel. They're saying that Bill Elliott drove this car in the 1997 season, and I was saying late 80s, early 90s, which this is obviously late 90s. So apologies for that, folks. If I threw you off there, I apologize for that, but I thought for sure that this car was older than that, but I guess not. It shows how much I know. But, alright, so there's the bio on the card, and let's get on with the car. Oh man, sorry about that, guys. I did not want to do that in the review. But, okay, so here we got the car, and let's get her focused and zoomed in here on the Mac Tonight car for Jamie McMurray. So, starting off here at the front bumper, we've got our Chevrolet SS front bumper there. We've got number 1, Chip Ganassi Racing. On the hood, we've got Mac Tonight with the moon there and the McDonald's logo. That's pretty cool. Mcmurray and 2 Chevrolet logos up on the windshield. Down the left side, we've got our, what I call front bumper contingencies right here. Goodyear over the wheel well. We've got some throwback contingencies in there as well. Again, most of the throwback contingencies are right here on the door, as well as the NASCAR, Throwback NASCAR International logo here at the bottom of the A-pillar. We've got number 1, Mac Tonight there on the side, McDonald's, Siemens, Sherwin-Williams, Lincoln Welders, and I can't tell what that last sponsor there is, right there in front of the rear wheel well. As I said, we've got the Mac Tonight there on the side with the moon again. Credit One Bank and Jacobson on the quarter panel. Then here on the B-pillar, I'll zoom in a little bit to get a better look. There you go. You've got Target there on the B-pillar, as well as Bass Pro Shops, Freightliner, and one other one on there at the very bottom. I can't quite make out what that is. I don't really recognize what it is. But if you know what it is, comment down below and let me know. But I can't quite make out what that is. And actually, I didn't know that Bass Pro Shop still sponsored Chip Ganassi Racing. I thought they left and went to go sponsor Tony and Truex and completely left Chip Ganassi. So that's an interesting note there. Well, this is 2017 now, so they may not anymore. I don't know, but that's interesting to note there. You've got American flag with Jamie McMurray there above the window net. And then here on the top, you've got number 1, McDonald's there as the roof sponsor, which I wish they would have left the McDonald's off of the roof and made it a bit more accurate to what the paint scheme would have really looked like back in the late 90s. Because they wouldn't have had roof sponsors back then, but you know, what you gonna do. Here on the back bumper, we've got McDonald's. I like how they did the McDonald's in words here, and then they put the McDonald's logo over here. You've got number 1, Chevrolet SS taillights, Chevrolet logo, Chevrolet SS back bumper. On the deck, we've got Credit One Bank, and again, McDonald's as roof sponsor. You know, I just realized, usually on the McDonald's cars, they have Big Mac up above the window net there for Jamie McMurray, because Jamie McMurray, Big Mac, McDonald's, ha ha ha, pun pun. It all makes sense and it goes together, so they usually put Big Mac up above the window net, and they did not do that on this car. I just realized that. So that's kind of unfortunate, because I kind of like it when they do that, but whatever. Alright, right side, same as the left. And coming back around here, the paint scheme is just pretty simple. It's all blue. It's almost like royal blue, like a really deep royal blue with a slight hint of purple. And my lighting on those cameras coming off more is just blue, but there's almost like a slight hint of purple. Very, 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 very slight. I don't even know. Or maybe it's just a very deep blue. Maybe that's just a better. But it almost does look like there's maybe a hint of purple. I don't know. Very deep blue, though. Look like the sky, the night sky. And you've got all the white stars on there for, of course, night. And then down here around the bottom of the car, you've got a yellow strip. And then above that, there's a red strip. And that just goes all the way around the bottom of the car, except for on the back bumper. And, yeah, the whole car is pretty much blue, covered in white stars. And like I said, you've got the moon there for Mac Tonight with the shades on. I think that just looks so cool with the McDonald's logo. But, yeah, that's pretty much all there is for this diecast review. I think it's a great diecast. I really do. And I know that I say that for almost all my diecasts, but here's the thing, guys. I really only buy diecasts and paint schemes on cars that I really like. I don't really buy, unless it's like Jimmy Johnson, I buy almost every paint scheme for him because he's my favorite driver and I want to get as many paint schemes and diecasts of his that I can. Anything outside of that, I really only buy diecasts with paint schemes on them or just any other thing that I really truly like. If I don't really care for it, then I'm not going to buy the paint. I'm not going to buy the diecast. It's just not worth my money to me. So that's my reasoning for that. But still, nonetheless, great paint scheme, great diecast. I think anyone, again, especially if you're a Jamie McMurray fan, definitely one you should pick up. But if you're not, just a casual fan, fan of really any driver, I think it's a great one to get for any fan of NASCAR. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next Diecast review.